Hello everyone, my name is Monique Martinez and my presentation is on the Poppins analysis on folktales. You might ask yourself what the Poppins analysis is. It is a way to analyze many folktales to find common themes in between novels and movies. How the Poppins analysis works is you got to take the whole construction of a tale and define it in 5 steps. The first step is who are the dramatic personas in the story. Second step, the conjunction of the element, such as the misfortune or disclosure. The third step is motivation behind the conjunction of the element. The fourth step is forms of appearance of dramatic persona. And fifth is attributes to the elements and to the accessory of the story. The folktales that I decided to use for my analysis is Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast. Little Mermaid is a classic British folktale that was written by Hans Andersen. Beauty and the Beast is a classic French tale that is written by Gabriella. Disney made these 2 classics into movies back in the 90s. And I thought these 2 movies are perfect for my analysis. One, because they were my favorite classics when I was little. And 2, I thought it would be different to watch them now as opposed when I was a little kid, where my understanding is completely different now as an adult. The first story I'm going to analyze is Little Mermaid. In the story of Little Mermaid, between the novel and the book, there are a lot of similarities and differences. In the folktale, there are the same locations where it's the sea floor and on land. The hero is the same, which is the youngest mermaid, which is known as Little Mermaid. And the villain is the same, which is the Sea Witch. But on land, there's also another villain, which is known as the princess, which is actually the prince that falls in love with the princess at the end of the story, which it doesn't go very well for Little Mermaid. However, the donor comes in at the end and saves Little Mermaid and kind of reincarnates her in the end. So to sum up the story, Little Mermaid really wanted to be on land. So in order to get on land, Little Mermaid went to the grandmother and asked her why she couldn't go. The grandmother explained that she had to be the age of 16 to reach the age of maturity. So Little Mermaid took it upon herself to find out a way to just go ahead and do it. So she met the Sea Witch, and the Sea Witch made a deal with her that if she traded her voice, in order for Little Mermaid to get her voice back, she had to get a first kiss or fall in love. So when she got her legs, she went up on the land and she met a prince. Well, it didn't end up very well for her because on the 3rd day, she did not get a kiss or fall in love. The prince married some other princess from a different country, and Little Mermaid ended up turning into foam. But Little Mermaid actually was reincarnated by the daughter of Air and was given a second chance. Now we're going to compare the movie to the novel. First, the persona are, like I said, are similar. The hero is the youngest mermaid, but here we call her Ariel. The villain is Ursula, which is the Sea Witch. I couldn't pronounce the one before because I just thought it was a little weird. And the donor actually are a bird, a crab, and a fish. But within this story, Ariel actually succeeded and made the prince fall in love with her. Ursula's motivation of getting Ariel's voice still happened. But differences is that Ariel turned into foam in the previous not in the previous story, and that in the movie, Ariel actually kills Ursula. And by killing Ursula, she actually was able to become back into a mermaid. However, the dad wanted Little Mermaid to be happy and turn her into having feet again and letting her love the prince. Now we are going to analyze Beauty and the Beast. The persona here are similar. but of course they have their differences. The locations are the same in the beginning and in the end of the story. The hero is the youngest daughter, Beauty, and in the movie, her name is Belle. The villain is, in the beginning in the village, is Beast, and in the castle is Death. The donors are completely different, which you'll find out here in the story. To summarize the story, Beauty's dad found a castle. The castle led him to a rose bush where he wanted to take a rose back to Beauty. However, the rose bush belonged to Beast, which Beast did not like anyone touching his roses, and Beast offered that if he will sacrifice his life and not kill him, if he brought his youngest daughter back. Beauty, of course, is the youngest daughter, and decided, yes, to help out her father and not let her father die. She gave up her life and stayed in the castle. One crazy thing about this story is Beast only came at night. Only wanted to eat dinner with Beauty and never really communicated with her during the day. He let her wander around the castle, but there was no slaves, there's no servants or anything. But Beast really wanted Beauty to fall in love with him. At first, Beauty did not want anything to do with Beast, but she got lonely in the castle and wanted to see her family. Beast actually let her go see her family, but under one condition, that she had to return back to the castle. And if she did not return back to the castle by 3 months, he would actually die. But Beauty makes it back in time, near death that Beast had to face, but she made it back in time. Now comparing the movie to the novel, there is more similarities than differences, but one difference that I did notice is that the book didn't have no servants and the movie did. The movie had a clock, a cup, a teapot, and a candle, which was also part of the curse that Beast was under that Beauty needed to break. Another difference that the movie had is the villain, Gaston. Which Gaston was in love with Belle, which Belle is actually another name for Beauty, but Belle did not have any feelings for Gaston. And Gaston is actually the main villain in the movie because he kills Beast at the end. To conclude my presentation of the Probbins analysis of Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, I have realized there's a lot of similarities and differences. In Little Mermaid, there are a form of happy ending. Motivation was love, and she changed from a mermaid into a human and then was reincarnated. Beauty and the Beast had a lot to do with trust and respect, and the motivation was also love and also breaking a curse. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation.